Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls New Game Plus Bosses. And today we're going to be taking on the ever-tricky Bed of Chaos. And odds are if you're watching this, you know why it's ever-tricky. This boss does not get any easier on any New Game Plus. Maybe that's just my poor platforming skills talking here, but I usually die at least once. Having said that, however, I'm going to show you guys how to do this a fairly quick and fairly painless way. For those of you out there who may not know what Bed of Chaos is, it's one of the very, very few, and I believe only, platforming bosses in all of Dark Souls. It's not technically a platforming boss, but you'll see why I call it that soon enough. To start with, if you choose to go right first, hug the wall. Trust me on this, it may not seem like the smartest thing to do, but I've never been hit actually hugging the wall, and I mean hug the wall. Do not try and cut corners here, that can get you hit. See how quick and painless that was? It's very easy to get the right one down, but after that, things get a little more complicated and a little more tricky. There is a trick to this boss that I'm going to show you. Some might consider it a little bit fudging the rules a little bit here, but let's face it, we all hate this boss and we all want it to die in fire. I am of course talking about quitting the game and then reloading. What does that do, you may ask? It puts you right outside the boss fog, so you can go right back to the start of the thing, so you don't have to try and run back and dodge all the falling tiles. Because in my experience, people, you usually die, if you're going to die in this boss fight, in one of three places. Either running back from the arms on either side of it, or dying on the final phase of the fight. And I'll show you a strategy for the final phase here in a little bit, but first we gotta go left. Going left, however, is much more difficult than going right, because, well, looky, tiles go falling down, and if you're on them, yep, instant death, no way around that. It's basically all about knowing the path. As you may have noticed, I didn't exactly remember where to go when going left, so I had to just kind of feel my way around here and try not to get hit, which I failed miserably at. But if you do need to heal, the place where they can't actually hit you except with Firestorm is right here by this root. My only real piece of advice is make sure you give yourself plenty of leeway, because if you do get hit and you are blocking, or if you're not blocking for that matter, you don't want to get hit into the bottomless abyss. And you can get hit into it, trust me, it's very, very annoying. Words cannot explain how annoying that was. I've never actually gotten hit there, but now that you've gotten here, basically the same trick applies. You don't really want to try and run back, unless you really do, in which case I commend you, sir or madam. This is the phase of the fight that most people die most times on, and I don't blame them. I actually contemplated quitting the game because of this phase, way back when I first started. Now keep in mind, if you do use this strategy, there's still a chance you could die if you miss timing wrong. This is all about timing and all about being able to know what to do, when to do it. And as you can see there, you can still die, even if you know exactly what to do and when to do it. So if you do die, don't feel bad. It happens to everybody on Bed of Chaos, and if someone says they haven't, either they're extremely, extremely good, or very lucky, or lying. Now, how you want to do this is you want to stand by this route until you're ready to go. And getting ready to go is a very tricky thing. You have to know when. When you want to go is after his first swipe. And after the first swipe, right now, you want to start running to the right and hopefully not get hit by that. Now if you got the timing right, when after he's done with the second swipe here, what you do not want to do not jump. If you jump, you're in the air longer, and the longer you're in the air, the more chance you're going to get hit in the face and knocked into the abyss. But be careful though, once you're down here you can still get hit by Firestorm, as you see here. And from this point forward it's very elementary. All you gotta do is keep on rolling forward and eventually hit the bug at the end, because none of us like bugs, do we? And that, folks, is the Bed of Chaos. Hopefully this strategy helps somebody out there. everybody has trouble with Bed of Chaos, and if this can help just one person out there get past this horrendous platformer of a boss, I'm happy. So hopefully you guys learned something, so goodbye everyone.